joking? I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Come on with the
How are you
dramatics. It's
so
not as bad as
disfigured
all
for
that.
life? You don't seem disfigured.
Face, Virius. She bit me in the face. Hey, who's that then? Come on, stand where my good eye can see you.
I'm right here, Tulia. Okay, that is quite a bit that you have in your face.
Easy, Tull. That's the source hunter you're talking to.
A curious situation you've got here. Is this woman in this gates under arrest?
She may have the look of a woman if you squint hard enough, but she's no more than a wild animal. We got reports of a strange-looking outsider skulking through the town with her bow drawn. I found her crouched behind a tree, taking aim at a fat old rat trotting along the city walls.
Hey, she actually has something in common with me then.
I tapped her on the shoulder to see what was what, and the beast startled like a wild cat and lunged right at me.
Well, that might have been a little bit too much.
Bit Tullia right in the face, she did. It wasn't pretty, and now it's got a chunk ripped off it to boot.
Enjoy it while you can, Ver. There's not another legionnaire in the cohort that'll have you if I go rabid.
And what will become of this, admittedly stranger?
Well, that's to be decided. She doesn't seem to be sick, despite Tully's moaning. We can't keep her here forever, but we can't well send her into the wilds again, can we?
Perhaps it would be worth taking this stranger under our wing. She'll likely come in handy. We can trust her to watch our packs. Specifically because if she is even a wilderling almost, then certainly I can talk to her.
Perhaps it'd be worth taking this stranger under our wing. She'll likely come in handy, if we can trust her to watch our backs.
Righty, let's take her then.
After all, a fearless hunter might prove quite useful for our investigation.
Yes.
Well, that's a relief, ain't it? We found a good home for her after all, Tull.
Heed me, Source Hunter. She's not good for anything more than cannon fodder. And don't turn your back on her when she's got that bow within arm's reach.
Nice. An archer. Hello.
You say you will take me under your wing, but I see no feathers. Are you a child of the birds, as I am of the bears?
A child of the bears. What does that mean exactly?
And so the lonely babe was fed upon the wild mother's milk, and cast aside from humankind, he thrived among his mother's ilk. So says the saga of Threes. Do you know it?
No, I haven't heard of it.
The wise godwolf Amira raised the child Threes among her litter. So you see, I have good company. Threes the wolfson, and I the bear daughter.
I meant that I would be responsible for you. I will keep you out of trouble.
In truth, this is a relief. Your world is made with rules I have not yet memorized. I am happy to have a friend in such a place.
I'd like to ask a few questions.
Ask freely, my friend.
So you were raised by bears in the wild?
Your city is far more wild than Home Forest. In Home Forest, the rules are clear. In Home Forest, your strength and speed determine your fate. Here, a tiny screech woman, no swifter than a mudworm, might confine you into a tiny cage, and one must wait for a kind stranger to grant freedom.
But how did you come to learn to speak?
Jarrett, wise Jarrett, taught me the bird songs of our people. If not for him, I would never have learned more than the beasts could teach me. A beast's life is to survive. A human's is to know. I am both beast and human, and so I must do both.
You seem to know quite a lot of history for the daughter of a bear. How is this possible?
I have learned all the bird song that Jarrett could teach. I remembered every word. These tales have brought me much pleasure. The remembering of the beasts is without lies. We know not to approach the wasp's nest because long ago one bear mother discovered its dangers. This she taught to her cubs, and those cubs taught the next. We do not remember Rito and the battle of the buzzing brutes. We remember only what is useful to us now. Rito will be forgotten. The beauty of the story will be forgotten. But the lesson will not.
Understandable.
It is different between beasts and humans. I am lucky to enjoy both ways.
Well, tell me about Jarrett.
He came to me when I was small. A fierce, wild one, yet unaware of the difference between the other cubs and herself. He called to me in a soft song. At first I thought him a great bird. We each reached out to the other. We found each other. Jarrett visited me often, and in time I learned his songs and more. When he built a small cabin within Home Forest, I hunted his food and fetched his water by day while he studied his books and his magics. By night, by the fire, he'd tell me tales of the world of people. Jarrett is my master and my friend, my teacher and myself. He teaches me and I care for him.
Well, why have you come to Sicil?
Sorry, sir. I heard this was a place of many people, so here I came. I have seen more faces here in a day than I had seen in all the days of my life together. But I have not found the face I seek. Jarrett is missing. It is my duty to find him.
Have you any clue where Jarrett might be?
That mystery is thick and ugly as a swarm of hornets. It started with a great disturbance in Home Forest. A terrible disease came in the night and turned the birds and beasts soft and foul as carrion while they still lived. I watched countless of my loved ones die, rotted from the inside. When I ran to Jarrett to tell him what I had seen, his reaction was strange. He had no answer. The next morning, Jarrett did not emerge from his room. I left him be, but after 3 days I grew anxious. I broke down the door and inside his chamber was nothing. His equipment, his books, all but some scraps of parchment were gone.
I guess he tried to go and solve it.
He was kidnapped and all his research was taken
Or
with him.
that.
The only clue I found was a letter among the scraps. I could not make out all the words, but I recognized the threat. Death, coming for you. And the signature? Attenborough. I do not know the one called Attenborough, but I know that if I am to find Jarrett, I must start there. Whoever this Attenborough may be, I believe he or she may know where Jarrett has been taken.
I'll take my leave. Well, we gained a party member.
Yes.
Source Hunter. I have heard tales both grand and terrible about the world of humans. I myself was caged one moment and freed the next by our kind. In Home Forest, every creature acts according to the nature of its kind. Birds frighten easily, badgers fear little. But amongst men, there are no guarantees.
Sir, no, sir.
There is little in our world more variable than the minds of men. It is the source of great beauty and much despair, and all of it uniquely human.
Recruits, that was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again.
We take each in stride and prepare for either. You'll find your fellows surprise you for better and for worse, equal parts, fair
It
daughter.
is difficult for me to claim humanity as you do. I am still learning to see myself in the faces of those I meet. And those I meet do not always see themselves in me. It is strange to stand with one foot in the forest and the other in the city, Source Hunter. I am glad that now I have you standing beside me.
Yes, I'm glad to have you with us. Yay. So, should we... Is it then better that I control her?
I think so.
Yeah, because I picked her anyways with us, and I, after all, can talk to the humans. Well, animals, I mean. Humans? I can talk to humans.
Yeah, you can talk to the humans. I don't. I
Yes.
don't know how.
Well, let's see. What do you have in your inventory and everything? What can you do? So you have a bully. Bully boosts non-magic attacks by 50% against opponents with slowed, cripple, or knockdown. Stench. Decreases everyone's attitude towards you by 25, but melee opponents will find you less attractive in combat. Arrow recovery. Arrow recovery gives you 30% chance to recover special arrows after shooting it. As such, I guess you should be giving her all sort of arrows. Truly.
Yeah.
When she definitely is a bow user. Tenebrium allows you to equip more powerful Tenebrium weapons. Okay. Then she has 2 in expert marksmanship and pretty much that. And 2 in lore master. Kind of a shame that I already took 1 into the lore master, but oh well. Can't be
Yeah, I
quite
didn't
helped.
remember.
Yeah. And we should definitely get her a bow as soon as possible. Because I don't think
I
that
have
we have
light old crossbow in my
Okay.
inventory, if that's
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, definitely see about that. Of course, I also do have to see if we had any armor for her. Kind of a shame that I actually sold the light armor that you had. Or the clothing. It could have been something that she could have used, but at least melee enemies are less likely to attack her, so that should be good. Okay, static cloud arrow, knockdown arrow, poison arrow, fire arrow, so many different arrows. She even does have 2 healing potions. More than we have.
She was a good buy.
Yes, definitely. We even get
We
healing
bought
potions.
her.
Yes. That we did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I have 6 different? Yeah, that's even a stunning arrow, so that's not a... so
Do
many
you want
arrows.
to read the Adventurous Field Guide Volume 1? Or did we read that already?
And even a resurrect scroll. You mean the...
I have it in my inventory from the cells.
Ah, from the cells. Okay. You can read it. Sure.
Recruits, that was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
Adventurous Field Guide. True survivor can create weapons from what finds in the wild. The tree branch deals damage, sure, but few nail slots at the end will really drive the point home. If you prefer stabbing from a safe distance, drive a dagger into the end of the tin.
You think that's funny, Private?
Sir, no, sir.
Was that it?
Yes.
Okay. Not a long book. That wasn't, was
No.
it? Well, do we go into the crime scene and investigate more of this then? Afterwards? After having
Sure.
gone there first.
I'll just follow you.
Well, I don't know if I'm going the right way for sure, but I think I am still approximately going the right way. But I'm not 100% sure. Nonetheless. I think we should investigate the crime scene, and after that we might just go on and end for a moment. Or end for the day, the playing.
Okay.
I think. Let's see, what does this say? West Suzerain Center, Barracks, East Gate. It's fine. Was it here? No, it's a little bit more over there. Okay. Yeah, pretty much here. Was it here? Yeah, I think so. Pretty much. Pretty much, I think. In this house location is the crime scene then.
Tavern.
Just trusting that everyone will be following me. Can we enter here somehow? Well, of course I
We
could
probably
actually
went
rotate.
past the door.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I thought that the door would have been this way, but it's definitely on the other side then, I guess. So it would seem to be, I guess. I don't know. I don't know where the door is.
Cheese, tomatoes.
Yeah, it's
Hollywood sheep
here
with
somewhere.
tomatoes and everything. Here it is. Took a bit of a time though. King crabs. Yeah. You there. A moment of your indulgence, if you please. You are the source hunters, are you not? The hero, the fool, the sillies pass about. The talk of the town, the choices scrape on the grapevine. Oh.
A moment of your
Why did you talk over
indulgence,
now?
Please. You are the source hunter, are you not? The hero the whole of Sicil is abuzz about. The talk of the town. The juiciest grape on the grapevine. Such a pleasure to meet you. A delight. No, scratch that. It is so much more than a delight. It is an intervention of fate. Yes, that's it. Fate has put me on this very spot so I may tell you all about a most intriguing opportunity indeed.
And you are?
Mendius, at your service. What is my profession? Well, I'll tell you what it used to be, and that is a man of medicine. But what does a man of medicine do but mend what has first been broken? I saved lives, to be sure, but today I change them.
About that opportunity you mentioned.
Oh, it's not merely an opportunity. It is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to become better. To become the full extent of the promise that is locked inside of each and every one of us. So first of all, let me ask you this question. Do you like adventure?
Maybe. I'm like trying to think, does Rodnik like adventuring?
Don't know.
Actually, yeah, I think he does, considering how romantic we've been and all that too. Like, oh, the romantic bits, we might have jumped off the cliff too. Of course
Yeah.
I do. How could someone in my profession not?
Of course I do. How could someone in my profession not?
But do
Quite
you?
right. Adventure is what we live for.
See here, you and I share the same passion. I never doubted it for a moment. The thrill of walking the unbeaten path, the rush of finding yourself in a goblin ambush, knowing you'll prevail nonetheless. Too bad your line of work comes with such measly recompense. Am I right? The wage of a mere soldier. Now, between you and me, tell me truthfully, don't you sometimes wish you could earn more?
Riches do not interest me much, actually.
Riches do not interest me much, actually.
Really? I wouldn't mind earning an extra penny here and there.
Well, don't quarrel about it on my account. Still, if a matter is divisive, it is divisive mainly because it is alluring. And riches are so very alluring.
I was thinking that the riches seems a lot more appealing for your character.
Yeah.
Even so, my friend, matters of a pecuniary nature aside, what is life without variety, without spice? To be a source hunter must get frightfully dreary sometimes. Am I right? All those orders. Investigate this, retrieve that. And at the end of the day, what do you have to show for it? Wouldn't you prefer to call your own shots? Be your own boss?
It is better to lead than to follow, that much is true.
It's better to lead than to follow. That much is true.
Better to be served than to serve. I concur.
Well spoken. Well said indeed. Life's too short to spend it doing someone else's bidding, am I right? Of course I am. And I could help you attain the dream, enact the change you deserve. And that is exactly why I am here. Why fate has put me right by the door to the King Crab, so that I could meet you and tell you about the marvel that is the Fabulous Five. The invitation to join is yours. Grab it.
Tell me more about the Fabulous Five. How can it say a Fabulous Five if so many are joining it, though?
I don't know.
The Fabulous Five. How I enjoy simply saying the words that describe the most illustrious and celebrated adventurers' guild in Riverlon. Our mission, to better the world. Our mantra, to better ourselves as we do so. To realize our dreams and cleanse our souls. You'd like nothing more than to enlist, wouldn't you? Of course you would. And you can. Of course, if you still have questions, I shall answer them to the best of my abilities. But if not, how about we get started?
So what is that members of the Fabulous Five actually do?
What a gem of a question. Straight as an arrow, sharp as a switchblade. Most meritorious of you. Now then, to join the Fabulous Five is to join a fellowship, to join a fraternity, a sorority, a community. The title of Knight is bestowed upon you the moment you sign our waiver, and so it all begins. I shall be the one to give you your first contracts, and once the job is done, I shall see to it you get your fair share of the reward.
I am intrigued.
Of course, should you spread the word, should you propagate the gospel of the Fabulous Five and thereby draw new knights into our fellowship, you will get a share of the reward from their contracts too. Isn't that wonderful? By now, the genial glow of the fellowship must have warmed your heart. It has, hasn't it? But did I say fellowship? I mean family. For like a family, we support one another, cheer one another, see each other through thick and thin, partake in glory and defeat.
This all did bring me a question in mind, though. I would like to know, how much do you get by getting us to join?
Yeah.
Work hard, fulfill contracts, enlist new knights, and swiftly shall you rise through the ranks. You will better yourself. You will better Rivalon. You will make the stars shine all the brighter. And you'll get fabulously wealthy in the process. What's not to like?
So tell me, do we wish to enlist?
I don't know.
Let's change the subject for now. You're not worried about the undead out and about?
They call the undead a problem, my friend. But those who know the ways of the Fabulous Five see no problems. They see opportunities. An enterprising spirit can wrench riches from cold dead rocks. Or from cold dead, full stop.
Oh, full stop. Well, I'll take my leave for now. Maybe we shall consider about joining the Fabulous Five, even though I cannot say I love the name that much. And it doesn't make
Yep.
any sense being in a
And
Fabulous
that man
Five.
seems like a
He's,
snake oil salesman.
Yeah, yeah, indeed. So, especially when he said, and earn more by getting more people joining in and everything. So it's like, how much are you
Yeah,
actually
it's
earning
pyramid
about this?
scheme.
Yeah, indeed. The king crab inn. Hey, there's a cat.
You're just hanging around the inn.
Hello, I'm Singapore Sam.
For what, exactly?
I'll thank you to leave me be, you old bat.
Oh,
I think it might be...
Never saw you in the king crab before. You're welcome to scratch me behind the ears if you like. I won't scratch back.
Who are you?
I am Unsinkable Sam. At least that's what they call me around here. Used to be a ship's cat, but the clipper I was on sank, and I was the only one to wrestle himself free from the waves. The people here were kind and took me in. Been the king crab's foremost patron ever since.
Tell me about the ship you were on.
A magnificent ship she was. Used to belong to a pirate, I was told. Unlike me, she didn't prove to be unsinkable, though. We hit the cliffs right neath the lighthouse. Not very apt a name for that building, I must say, for no light was shining from it. The moment I hit the water, I writhed around like I would on a hot tin roof. By some miracle, I managed to reach the beach, covered in kelp and smelling worse than a fish's funeral parlor. But I was alive, and that was more than anybody else could say.
You were the only survivor.
So I was. What friends I had. They drowned alongside the rats I used to hunt in the galley. And there I was, all alone.
Poor kitty.
Not that I have it bad here, mind you. I've milk and fish aplenty. Most folks will pet me kindly, and when one of the village girls holds me tight against her ample bosom, I purr up a storm. But I do long for a companion of my own kind, and in that regard, there is no one like Maxine.
About
Oh, really?
Yes. About Maxine.
Maxine, the mayor's darling pet. So gentle, so fair a feline. The grace of her whiskers, the subtle palette of dyes in her sable coat. She's one of a kind, that cat.
I hear ya.
She loves me. I know she does. But when I declare my love, she backs away. I don't know why. I have serenaded her and braved many a bucket of water for my efforts. But for some reason, she is not to be swayed.
Maybe I can help you with that, but I have some other questions for you for now.
By all means.
What's your take on the undead?
Don't make a fuss about them because they endanger the lands around the city. They never bother me when I'm out for my monthly walk, though. But still, I do detest them. I mean, they're so unnatural, aren't they? Cats can have 9 lives, but humans are only entitled to 1.
Totally. Can you tell me more about the orcs?
Oh, don't mention orcs to me. Worse than dogs, that lot.
That's quite
Willie's
worse.
boat right from under him. Best anchovy fisher in the world he was. A loss to us all.
Well, I shall take my leave. Thank you. New entry added to the lockpick.
So now we're doing quests for the cat to find love.
Maxine must be convinced, I'd say.
Yeah.
Maybe we should actually end here and just continue next time then with the crime scene and then maybe solving this issue here, the crime thing.
Sure.
Okay, at least we're all in perfect health. I have a bandit's wound skill. Maybe we can get you a skill, new one too. That would be actually nice also to get you another skill. But yeah, otherwise I think we did a pretty nice process overall in one day in this game, nonetheless, overall. Okay, I'll say...
almost at the point where I stopped.
Almost there. Tell me, Alistair. Oh, she's talking about Alistair, just like in Dragon Age.
Yeah, I thought the same.
Just
When I
like
hear the name Alistair nowadays, it's always Dragon Age.
Yeah, and then just happening to play it right now myself, and then hearing it here. Alistair, are you here as well? Okay, but yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed some more of Dragon Age Origins. Dragon Age Origins. Original Sin? Divinity Original Sin? I was like, Dragon Age. We talk about it just now. Okay, I hope everyone enjoys Divinity Original Sin. Enchanted Edition. And yeah, thank you for watching. I hope to see you again next time. Say bye-bye.
Bye.
To be continued with Divinity Original Sin.